Whoever is using their chainsaw, I know it is spring. Please stop. You need to chill. Hey kids! So it's been a bit of a week. I have had also a bit of a month last month. And I know it's technically the second day of April when you're gonna see this, but this is our March health update. My health has been crazy, especially in the past week, because I have been to 5 different countries and taken 4 or 5 different planes. And I just got home last Saturday, and then yesterday I just got home again because I went to Europe for spring break, and then I had this fellowship interview thing, and I didn't realize they were like back to back until I came home from Europe, and my mom was like, oh, by the way, your Perkins thing is next weekend. And I was like, okay. So let's talk about how my health has been this month. Good news first. My health has been freaking amazing in a lot of respects. I think I got like 0 migraines in the month of March, and I actually mean maybe 1. I had a migraine this morning, so I didn't make it to church, but I didn't have a migraine in Europe, which is my biggest fear, because like I couldn't take anything, and what would I do? I think I had like 1, maybe 2 the whole month. I said last month it was too early to call whether Topamax is doing its job or not. I think by now we can tell that Topamax is really doing its job. This medicine might suck, but it sucks less than having those migraines. So I'm here for that. Thing number 2, my body held itself together really well in Europe, and I am super proud of that. It was a miracle. You're gonna see the vlog at some point, but we walked like 7 miles each day, which is a ton for an able-bodied human, but I am your cripple friend here. I don't do that sort of thing. And like my ankles were dislocating, my knees were dislocating, I was in a fuck ton of pain every day, but I held myself together, and I do not know how it happened. Like, clearly I survived, and not only did I survive, but I managed to not be in so much pain that I, in that respect, couldn't enjoy myself. Yeah, like, what the heck? Super great! I will say that like, Friday night, my femur came out of the hip socket 3 steps away from being inside the restaurant. And it's usually like the big joints that I have problems with, like the hip socket or the shoulder or whatever. The lateral joints I can deal with, but the medial ones are bigger issues. So for those who are not medically inclined, medial means like towards the middle of your body, and lateral just means like farther away. Finally, my lungs did super great. I sat next to smokers. I walked past smokers. Calvin's got smokers. It's a smoking campus. I'm doing fine with smokers. My immune system's doing fine. So these are all the great positives, like, of the month. I didn't die in Europe. I didn't die of migraines, and I didn't die of a bad immune system. So this is very exciting. I am just immensely grateful for all of these things. But of course, I'm a sick kid, so nothing is easy. We're never gonna have a perfect month for my health. So what happened in Europe? What was the big defining sick kid moment? Well, we went to the Eiffel Tower, after we flew from Rome to Paris. And so I'm here, not wanting to use gendered bathrooms. So I pee in the hotel. But I don't pee at the airport. I also don't pee on the plane because I'm smart. And I think I'll just do it later, because no one likes plane bathrooms. But I don't pee at the restaurant because it's a gendered bathroom. And I don't know at the time that gender neutral is sex neutral. Or whatever. Then we go to the Eiffel Tower. Right? Right. Okay. So, all the bathrooms at the Eiffel Tower are closed at the same time for cleaning. From when we get there at like 2 or whatever until 6:30. And we have a ticket, and once you leave, you cannot get back in. And our tour guide leaves us at the Eiffel Tower, so like I have to stay. So the moral of the story is, like, we go to the summit, and we do all the things, but I have to pee. I haven't peed, like, all day. So I get a UTI. That day, I'm sure. Eventually I pee, and it's the greatest pee I've ever had. The bathrooms aren't even that clean afterwards. But it is the greatest pee I've ever had. But throughout the week, I get more and more sick. This is on Wednesday. By Saturday, or by Friday, I am peeing blood. Also, if you're new here, I only have one kidney. So I am very concerned, because peeing blood usually does not happen to me when I get normal bladder infection-y UTIs. So I'm thinking this is probably a sign that it has moved to my one kidney. And I need to get home as quickly as possible. Also, the fact that I have a fever is not helping. And I had the fever, I think, since Thursday. So, Saturday I'm sitting there, trying to fly home, and I've definitely got a kidney infection. Eventually we make it home, and I head to urgent care. We get out of the airport at 5 Eastern Standard Time, which is my time zone. And I get discharged from urgent care at like 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, which is like 3:30 in the morning in the time zone of Italy and Paris. And apparently near the end, I was so out of it because I was so jet-lagged that I was just repeating the phrase. The best way to overcome jet lag is to acclimate yourself to the new time zone, which I did. So I was super out of it all of this past week at school from having a kidney infection. But I totally had beaten jet lag. And, you know, I also had a respiratory infection. Even though my immune system was, like, stellar, I got a respiratory infection. So I had both of those at the same time, but I couldn't use my inhaler of almost death. Because, as I have been getting more and more mucus buildup in my lungs and whatever garbage, probably just from this respiratory infection. Maybe I have something else going on. Who knows? I've been coughing more and more, and the force of that has been making me throw up more and more. It got to the point where yesterday I coughed so much just from brushing my teeth, not even using the inhaler, that I threw up like 3 different times. It gets really bad. But, I couldn't use my inhaler this past week because I was on antibiotics for my kidney infection, and using the inhaler would make me throw up the antibiotics, and with my schedule between school and play practice and all other things, I just didn't have another good time to sit and use the inhaler. So I used it today because I'm finally done with the antibiotics. Anyway, So there's my physical health issues this month. All in all, it sounds really friggin' dramatic. Peeing blood, high fevers. Apparently I was 1 day away from sepsis. So glad our flight wasn't delayed. But my bigger concerns this month have been more to do with my mental health, I think. I might make a separate video because I don't think we've talked a lot about some of the stuff that I want to talk about on this channel. But I've been having a rough time with like the dysphoria, that being non-binary causes, and just motivation and depression, and it's just, I'm feeling very, the world is not built for people like me, especially in regards to my gender identity, and it is so apparent now more than ever. And I feel every minute of every day this awareness that things, both with me and with the world, are not as they should be. And that is super exhausting. And I don't know what to do. Sorry to be such a downer, but there's that. That's a lot to handle. But I do think my physical health is in a period of good times. Also, actually, I had an allergic reaction to the IV tape that you used. And I don't know if you can see it, but that was like over a week ago. I can still see it. No, you can't see it. But I can see like the skin is peeling still. It's really crusty and garbage and gross. But because I'm already so white, you can't see where it's even whiter and peeling. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I hope you have a great day.